Good morning, students. I hope all are safe and sound. Today, we can start our chapter number 7, Coordinate Geometry. What we will study in this chapter? Cartesian coordinate system. Distance between 2 points or distance formula. Section formula. And the last section, area of triangle. But this year, because of this situation, some topics removed. So here in this chapter, the last section, that is area of triangle, is not there for your syllabus. So you need to study for this year only distance formula and section formula. What we already know about this coordinate geometry. You know, you have studied how to locate a position of a point in the Cartesian plane. Using, for that we require coordinate axis, that is x-axis and a y-axis. The distance of a point from that x-axis is called a y-coordinate or ordinate. The distance of a point from a y-axis is called a x-coordinate or abscissa. Then one more thing you have studied, application of coordinate geometry in drawing the graph of linear equation. Linear equation of two variables of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. If you plot the points, find the solution, plot the points and draw that, you are going to get a straight line. So that is also one more thing that you have studied about this topic or application of this topic. What is Cartesian plane or coordinate plane or xy plane? Cartesian plane is composed of two perpendicular number lines that meet at the point of origin 0, 0 and divide the plane into four regions called quadrants. This is a famous French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes, whose work La Geometrie includes the application of algebra to geometry, from which we now have Cartesian geometry. Now, let us look the origin of coordinate geometry. That our French philosopher or famous mathematician René Descartes lay in bed one night. As he lay there, he looked up at the ceiling of his bedroom. He noticed a fly was asleep on the ceiling. Being a mathematician, wondered if he could figure out a way of stating where exactly the fly was on the ceiling. Obviously, it has to be a precise description, he thought. I can't really say to the left or near the right or in the middle. When he looked up at his ceiling, this is what he saw. A fly resting there. He began to think about how he might be able to describe the exact position of the fly. He decided that if he drew two lines at right angles to each other, then he might be able to come up with a way of describing the exact position of the fly. How do you think this would have helped him? he decided to place numbers on the bottom, that is horizontal ray, and on the side vertical row. He could now state accurately where accurately the fly was on the ceiling. But there was a problem. Should he give the vertical number of tiles followed by the horizontal? That is, go up 5 squares and move across 4 squares? Or should he give the horizontal number first and then the vertical? That is, go across 4 squares, then move up 5. What he decided? No. He decided to give the horizontal number first and the vertical number second. To help people remember that he called that horizontal line as X and the vertical line as Y, because X comes before Y in the alphabet. So in this diagram, the position of the fly can be found by moving 4 units across, then 5 units up. These are known as XY values and are written like this. Position of fly is equal to 4, 5 and that it is inside the bracket 4, 5. Or X value first, Y value second. In honor of René Descartes, the graph showing the coordinates of the fly is known as the Cartesian plane or XY plane, and this branch of mathematics based on this is a coordinate geometry or Cartesian geometry. Now, real life applications of coordinate geometry. For locating points and finding the distance between 2 points. In geography also, it has many applications for finding the distance between the places. In astrophysics, to find the distance between 2 planets, coordinate geometry uses there. For everyday activities, reading street directions. For monitoring of traffic flow, coordinates provide an accurate method of indicating the position. Some more applications. This coordinate geometry is applied in this photostat machine, scanners, then construction of buildings, camera. Then in this you can see this map there. You can find the distance between 2 points or 2 countries, 2 states that you can use. We can use as a coordinate geometry there. In this map, latitude and longitude axis are considering as x and y axis. Then easily you can find the distance between these the 2 states or 2 countries or 2 particular places. Okay. We have finished now the discussion of a Cartesian plane, or recalling the topic Cartesian plane, x-axis, y-axis, x coordinate or abscissa, y coordinate or ordinate. These are finished. Now the main topic, our distance formula, or the first topic. First thing you are going to study in this chapter. What is distance formula? Distance formula is a formula used to find the distance between 2 points in the coordinate plane or xy plane or Cartesian plane. You know, a point in that Cartesian plane or xy plane, how can you write that? X, y. Here 2 points are there, no? So first point x1, y1, x1, y1. If the second point is x2, y2, and the distance between these 2 points, that is considered as d means, then d is equal to, distance d is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. Distance formula, d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. You know the distance formula, d is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. One question for you. If I write that instead of x2 minus x1, if I write x1 minus x2, that is 4 minus 3, if that is at a correct position, if I write 3 minus 4, but whole square is there, no? Okay. Similarly, y2 minus y1, instead of that y1 minus y2, then whole square is also there. Then, is there any change in the answer? Or is that formula become wrong? No. That is x2 minus x1 whole square is there. So if you interchange x1 and x2, there is no problem. There is no change. There is nothing wrong there. So distance formula also you can write x1 minus x2 whole square, y1 minus y2 whole square, in between plus root also. That also you can write. Or in short, we can tell distance formula D is equal to root of x difference. You know that difference means both way it can come, x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. X difference square. Okay, x difference square plus y difference square. So distance formula D is equal to root of x difference square plus y difference square. That also you can write for your solving that or finding the answer. Now we can start the exercise questions.